Hello, welcome back to the channel. Right, I hope you're all having a great weekend. Obviously it's Saturday. I get a chance to do a vinyl first play. Whee! I haven't played my record all week. Been just too busy. So, anyway, today I'm going to do a vinyl first play from a gift I got from AlicePlays Reactions. It's a really cool YouTube channel, well worth checking out if you're into. He's doing a Stranger Things series at the moment, and he reacts to it and etc. etc. Check him out. I'll put a link in the description down below. Well, anyway, generously for my birthday last month, he bought me this. David Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. And I love this album. This is so cool. Let's have a little look on this. So, the musicians on this is obviously David Bowie on guitar, sax and vocals. Mick Ronson on guitar, piano and vocals. Trevor Boulder on bass. Mick Woodmansey on drums. Arrangements by David Bowie and Mick Ronson. Album production by David Bowie and Ken Scott at Trident Studios in London. I love this bit at the bottom. It says, to be played at maximum volume. Don't know if I'll actually be doing that, but should we open it? We love that sound, don't we? Back to my usual taking half an hour to get it off though. Boy, remastered heavyweight 180 gram vinyl. So here we go. This is awesome. This is my favourite Bowie era. I mean, this is my first Bowie vinyl, to be honest. I know, but I do have some Bowie albums on CD, etc. But this is a beaut, isn't it? And it also says it's on Parlophone. I actually thought it was done on RCA, but obviously we'll have a look when we get over there. So what do we know about Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars? Right, Ziggy Stardust is the 5th studio album by David Bowie, released on the 16th of June, 1972, like I said, at Trident Studios, London. Ziggy Stardust is a fictional, androgynous, bisexual, flamboyant rock star who acts as a messenger from extraterrestrial aliens out there. The photograph on the album cover was taken by Mick Rock at a Furia at Key West, which was located at 23 Heddon Street, London. In 2012, a Ziggy Stardust plaque was put up in Heddon Street where the Key West sign was on the cover, as you can see there. I think it's a restaurant now, but obviously since Bowie's demise in 2016, a lot of people go there, you know, but there's a plaque. And it was put up 40 years after the album's release. So it's a very iconic album. And it starts off with 5 years. I love that song. So, should we put it on the plough? Come on in. Awesome. Oh, okay. We've got bits in here. What we got? Obviously the vinyl and something else. Oh, it's got like a replica inner sleeve. Ziggy and the Spiders. And lyrics. Quite nice. That looks lovely, doesn't it? That does look like an RCA label. but it certainly does say parlophone. Unless there's something to do with EMI. I don't actually know, to be honest with you. Do some more research, Stripey. I know I can hear you. Alright, let's get this up and then we'll get the vinyl out. My favourite bit. 5 years. That does feel like a big thick slab of vinyl and all. Lovely little anti-static sleeve in here. Whoa. How's that? Gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, it looks like I've got a flat one for a change. Alright, I'm going to just give it a little bit of microfiber. Gentle as gentle can be. Right, without any further ado, David Bowie and Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. I'll be back in a little while. This is a classic. This is an absolute classic. There's not one. They're all fantastic. It's one of them albums you would not skip one track. You play it from 5 years right the way through to Rock and Roll Suicide, which was just incredible. Starts off, well, I'll get to that in a minute, but it starts off really quiet and it builds into this wonderful. Anyway, right, so this is a must-own, guys. This is a must-own. If you want to treat yourself to a Bowie album and you haven't heard much Bowie, I mean, I've heard Bowie over the years, but it was more my older brother's thing. But I've got to say, this is a must-own. This is your Pepper. This is your Dark Side. This is your, you know, your big ones. Fantastic. Right, so starts off with 5 years, and this is such a good opening track. It's probably one of the best opening tracks on an album anywhere. It stands up there with the very, very best, without a doubt. And it tells a story of the Earth doomed for destruction in 5 years, and the aftermath after the news was announced. It is incredible. 5 years. That follows up by Soul Love, Stone Love, bloody brilliant, and it's all about the wonders of love. Slightly off the album's beaten track, like the narrative of Ziggy, but lovely song nevertheless. It really is something else. Track 3, Moonage Daydream. The creation of Ziggy is so good. One of the most important songs on the album, and it describes Ziggy as a mean mother. Yeah. And he's coming to the Earth. And the guitar solo by Mick Ronson on this is wicked. And the whole band are fantastic. The music the music shit between the four of them, if that's the right word, is, well, it's second to none. Bloody brilliant. Right, track 4, Starman. I love this so much. And this is the first single to be released from this album, Ziggy Stardust. And it's told from the point of view of a teenager that's heard a message from Ziggy through the radio, I think. I liken this track to the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. You know, if you've seen the film, you know, the Steven Spielberg film with Richard Dreyfuss. It kind of reminds me of that, you know, they're coming. Then track 5, It Ain't Easy, another classic. Ziggy struggling to make a change. Everything looks fine from up in the heavens kind of thing. But when he comes down onto the rooftops, he sees all the problems that's down here on Earth. Originally written by Ron Davis. And to me, when I hear it, it has Tommy, a flavour of Tommy, you know, by The Who. Just has that sort of, it just has that flavour. Bloody beautiful song. Then we flip over to side 2, and this kicks off with Lady Stardust. And this is a tribute, I think, to Mark Bolan. People stared at his make-up face, laughed at his long black hair and his animal grace. Another wonderful, wonderful song. Beautiful piano and all by Mick Ronson and Bowie on this one. Love that song. Track 2, Star. Another Star mention. There's a lot of Star throughout this whole album. And Ziggy's observing the world and thinks he can make it a better place by becoming down and becoming a rock and roll star. Again, bloody brilliant piano on this. Right, so track 3, Hang On To Yourself. Ziggy has achieved becoming a rock and roll star and describes the groupie's mentality. Or could it be his band saying, well, come on, we've really got a good thing going. Loads of people have said that the guitar riffs, tempo and attitude of this song were the beginnings of early punk. And you can hear it, it's got that dun dun, them riffs, it has got a punky feel about it. Bloody brilliant. Track 4, Ziggy Stardust. Ziggy played guitar. Played as in past tense. Another classic, and this song is sung from the perspective of the Spiders from Mars, and it shows the animosity in the group. Ziggy grew more and more popular, and the band sort of got pushed back into the shadows. Bloody well, it's another classic. Everyone knows Ziggy. Ooh yeah. So a little bit chesty this week. Track 5, Suffragette City, and this is the Velvet Underground influence song. We know Bowie loved the Velvet Underground and all that lot. And this one actually mentions Droogies, which is obviously from the Anthony Burgess, Stanley Kubrick movie, A Clockwork Orange. And it's a brilliant song, and it has a really good Little Richard piano style. And I think this is, in the narrative, I think this is Ziggy indulging in the rock and roll lifestyle. Brilliant song. Don't lean on me, man. Can't do Bowie. Saved my life. Track 6, Rock and Roll Suicide. Obviously closes Ziggy. Very dramatic, this one. Bloody marvellous. So descriptive. And it depicts the final fall of Ziggy Stardust. The washed up superstar, as the rock and roll lifestyle has taken its toll on him. Fantastic, right to the very last note. Oh, I'm so pleased I got this. So pleased. What a brilliant, brilliant album. Alice, I love it. Thank you so much for this. Really enjoyed it. And I'm really glad to have it in my collection. This is just the bee's knees. There's also a documentary. It's called Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. And it was released in it was filmed, I think, in 1973, and it was released on film on 1983. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna have to check that one out for sure. So yeah, another classic album in the collection. I'm really, really pleased. What do you guys think of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, or the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars? Do you think it's Bowie's masterpiece? And what do you think's next? What Bowie album should I get next? Hunky Dory? Obviously, I did hear or read somewhere here. I did read somewhere that he'd done these pretty much back to back, Hunky Dory then Ziggy, or Aladdin Sane, or The Man Who Sold the World. I do like the early Bowie. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ashes to Ashes and some of the later stuff are just so fantastic. But I really like this glam rock, alien stuff. So what would you guys recommend? Drop them in the comments down below. But yeah, this is a must-own. I am so chuffed. Alice, you're a star. Wasn't on my wish list. It really wasn't on my wish list, but it should have been, and I'm really, really pleased to own it. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I may be able to get another vinyl play done this weekend, but as you know, Sunday's Father's Day, so kids will be round and etc, etc. So I might not get an opportunity. Having said that, because it is Father's Day, I just might. So yeah, that's it. Really pleased with Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. A fine, fine album to be played at maximum volume. I didn't do that though. All these bleeding walls would fall apart. Anyway, he's going to start rambling. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, people. And I'll be back with another ramble real soon. Bye now.
Oh, no, no, no. You're a rock and roll suicide. Shift breaks the snarling as you stumble across the